In this section of Hacking the American Dream, we're starting to get to the really fun stuff. And that's you talking to people, looking at houses, seeing if something's a good fit for you or not, figuring out what something's worth, figuring out what you'd like to pay, really feeling out like, hey, is this our home or not? Which that can be a lot of fun. The downside to that fun is that there can also be a tremendous amount of pressure that you place on yourself. So let me just help you relax a little bit. First, you are going to mess up. You're going to say the wrong thing. You're going to miss something somebody said. You're not a professional home buyer, and that's totally fine. The important thing here is that your authenticity comes through, right? The important thing here is that you don't sound, we use the term commission breathy, like desperate. I use dating analogies like I mentioned before, which I shouldn't legally be allowed to use because I've literally only dated my wife. But that's kind of how this is. These first interactions, it's kind of like we're flirting to see, is this a possibility? This is not the like, we're courting to get married. I'm going to marry you. You're going to sell me your house. That's not where we're starting out. So the initial conversation with these, you've done marketing, you've walked up to somebody at a garage sale. It's simply, hey, my family and I are looking to move into, town. We're interested in your house. Would you consider selling it? Right? And there's a variety of reactions that people might or might not have to that question. And I'm going to give you kind of the three common ones. Okay. Now, here's where I get this data. I own a call center. It's callporter.com. All we do are take calls for real estate investors and realtors. That's it. Now, this is not a pitch to, hey, go use this call center. That makes zero sense for you. It would be super weird. Hey, my family wants to buy your house, and they get like oh yeah, sorry, they're not here. I'm the front. Like, that doesn't make sense. Okay. But what I can give you from that is the data from hundreds of thousands of phone calls of investors trying to buy places cheaper than you're going to be trying to buy it from. And there's three default reactions. The first one is, I'm not interested, take me off your list. Now, this is the, put on your big boy pants or big girl pants aspect of this. Sometimes they're not kind. I don't know what it is, but somebody can get something in the mail and they lose it. Like, did you see a for sale sign in my yard? I'm going to die in this house. How dare you? Right? And you have to kind of like, okay, no big deal. Have a nice day. Don't take it personally. Water off a duck's back, right? It's kind of like if you've ever like accidentally cut someone off in traffic and they lost it. Like, hey, clearly you're having a bad day. I'm not your punching bag, so we're not going to do that. But, I'm happy to not mark it to you again, right? The second thing you're going to get is what we call like a follow-up. So they might call you or they might text you off the piece of mail that goes out, and they might say something like, yeah, I got your piece of mail. I'm curious how this works, but it's a rental, or I need to talk to my spouse, or there's something that has to happen before you can just go meet with them and see, is this a good fit, right? So those we call follow-ups. The third thing you're going to get are what we call like appointments. So this is somebody gets the piece of mail from you. They call in, you talk to them, and they say, yeah, I'm definitely interested. We've actually been thinking about moving for a bit. Why don't you come out, take a look at the place, and let's see where we're at, right? Those are kind of like the three different options of what might happen. And it's kind of nice. It kind of breaks out like a third, a third, a third. So that's just kind of proper expectations, what to expect there.